There we go. Why is my mic keep muting? Oh, it's all right there. Mute them up.
Hey,
What's up? We got a little.
not much. I made boo boo on Ben's name, and that little.
All right.
I apologize. I've already apologized and
There we
told him
go.
that.
We
I'm
gotta
sorry.
heat 'em up.
So,
What? No, wait.
so do you want to introduce the guest?
Yeah.
would you like
No, it's fine. You can do it if you want.
His name is Big Ben Brackin. If I said that
Whoa.
wrong, Ben, I'm sorry.
Sorry.
And he is
I'm
a
knocking things over.
Ghostbuster.
Ghost Head. Ghost Head.
Ghost Head, yeah.
We're called
I
Ghost
think
Heads. Yeah.
there you go. And
Ghost
I met him
Head.
last year at the Deep South Paracon, and he better be there this year again. I'm looking forward to it, and I'm gonna just bring him on.
Hey, Danny. Hey, Ben.
You got me while I'm taking a drink. How are y'all tonight?
Yeah.
Good. How are you?
I'm here, excited. August 9th and 10th can't get here quick enough because
right?
I will be there.
You are correct. Good. You better be.
I am so excited.
Hey, Ben, let's heat them up.
Well, mine's over there charging. But yeah, I guess yeah, that is a term I just came in contact with as Ghost Head.
Yeah.
I've never been called that, but it's new. Hey, I'll take it.
Yeah, well, that's what there's like, I remember I've seen all the Ghostbusters movies in the theater. And the first time seeing it, I was like, oh my God, that's what what was I, 20? No, 19 or whatever when it came out, but 84, I was 19, but I was like, whoa, this is incredible. It's like, let's go bust some ghosts, and
right.
And then of course the real Ghostbusters came out, and that kind of took with the cartoon and everything, and that took everything over. And then I'm the same, as Ben. I mean, I've loved it ever since. And
oh yeah,
My collection is sad, the amount of money I spend on
Yeah, don't talk to my wife about all the stuff I've bought. So
a
yeah.
bill for $900. What'd you buy? Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. How come the credit card bill is so high? Right.
It'll be a tax write-off.
Oh, damn, dude! I wish. I
Well,
wish.
but tell us what you do, because you do stuff with yours. Yeah.
Well, I'll just give you a brief glimpse into my everyday life. I am 47, as you said. I have been doing the Ghostbuster thing for about 8 years now. I just enjoy it because I was a professional wrestler. I did the independent scene.
Where? Oh, hold on. Where'd you wrestle at?
Up to
Jasper,
Jasper, Tennessee, up there. That's the furthest I've ever been.
What was the federation?
I have no clue. It was like 9 years ago.
Okay.
It was only one time.
I'm just curious because we're big wrestling fans too. So.
Yeah.
But anyways, go ahead.
But yeah, I've been doing that. And once I had to retire because I had 3 neck surgeries within 4 years.
Yeah.
My wife, I didn't agree to it, but my wife said, "You're done wrestling." I'm like, "Yes, ma'am."
Yeah.
Happy wife,
Smart
happy life.
Yeah.
But
right.
But doing that from the wrestling for so long, interacting with the fans at all the shows I'm at, it's the smiles that brings to people, that comes to people's faces. Like when I first started dressing in the uniform, not costume. I've had to tell
it's
people
uniform. Yeah, it's uniform.
Uniform.
Yeah, it is.
It's like all you got to do is just wear a uniform and the pack. And they're like, what's people going to think? Automatic Ghostbusters. And the joy it brings to people nowadays, like with the new movies coming out and everything, is bringing families together.
Right.
And I love that. And
you're 100% right. Yeah.
I love it. I mean, I get goosebumps thinking about it because I love doing this. I love the reaction of making people smile. I've done birthday parties. I do the cons. I make appearances at my other job, which I sling pizzas for Papa John's. Tiring, but I've been out in front in full uniform, pack on, all my inflatables in the back. I had people just coming up, taking pictures with me, and they don't want the pizza. They just come to see a Ghostbuster.
Ghostbusters.
I'm like, and I've loved it ever since. And Miss Gwen was there last year when I finally got inducted into the Alabama Ghostbusters.
Nice.
Yes. I was jealous.
I got my patch. It's not on my uniform yet, which I feel bad about that. But yeah, my fellow Dothan Division members, Bobbert, and my big brother Jesse, they surprised me. I thought my patch was being put on hold and everything. And next thing you know, during the con last year, they asked me up on stage. I'm like, what did I do? That's when, of course, I got emotional and they presented me with my patch. And
that is cool.
I'm going full bore now. I mean, I'm enjoying everything I do.
You know, you talk about, I think it was last year, a year or 2 years ago when, you know, I hadn't been doing as long as you, probably 4 or 5 years that I finally got into it and spent way more money than I should have.
Yes.
But you know, you see your pack, you get your pack, and you're like, I'm gonna see it needs that. It needs a new hose. It needs a new.
Hey, can I upgrade the lights? Can I upgrade this?
And then a speaker kit and hoses and so I started buying all this stuff because a buddy of mine is more into it than I am. But you know, one Halloween, God is Ghostbuster, and
this is Melissa. Miss Gwen is her.
Hey.
And you're right. They you go out your pack, you throw a switch, starts to hum, and the lights turn and everything, and people are like, ooh, and I can't even tell you how many people I came up wanted pictures. We were going trick-or-treating with my grandkids and my kids, and just walking down the street, and everybody stops and watches. And that's the cool thing about it. Someone could be in the foulest mood and they see you dressed up, just walking wherever.
Exactly.
They're like, oh, damn, Ghostbusters. I remember that. Hey, can I have a picture with you? And that's probably, I would agree with you. I'd say 50% or a little more the reason is to make them smile and bring back memories of, oh, I took my kids to Ghostbusters.
Exactly.
I took them to the original. I took them to, excuse me, I took them to the new ones
Mhm.
and everything, and then it makes me smile, talking about it, and you don't even want to know how many times I've seen every single movie. It's
Oh
disgusting.
yeah, it's
But
one of them religiously watched
yeah,
ones, like
I've
the
seen it.
Christopher Reeve Superman movie.
Yes, I have
Yep.
seen it. I've seen Star Wars. I've seen the original trilogy of Star Wars probably over 1,000 times, and I've seen. Yeah, don't sit with me and watch Star Wars or Ghostbusters or The Goonies or Lord of the Rings or
Oh, I
any of
love the
those.
Goonies.
That's my wife. We love the movie Tombstone, but I can't watch it with her because I can say it word for word.
I can
And it
say,
didn't help out
I
with
can
Val Kilmer
say,
passing
if
away.
I'm watching Star Wars, I can say 20 minutes of dialogue
Mhm.
with it or before it happens. But I've seen Ghostbusters probably 1,500 times or whatever, and all the movies and everything.
Mhm.
And me and my buddy were just quoting Ghostbusters, and they're talking about the cockroach on 12 and all that and
Mhm.
everything. What are you, some kind of cosmonaut? No, we're Ghostbusters.
We're
Must be-
exterminators.
We're exterminators. Yeah, we're exterminators. That must be some cockroach bite your head off, man.
Uh-huh.
That kind of thing.
Exactly.
Yeah, but it's I'm driving and whatever, and me and my buddy start talking. We'll do like almost the whole damn movie verbatim with the dialogue and everything. People are like, what the hell are they talking about?
Yeah.
But
I mean, and what's funny is everybody I'm around, like wrestling, people I've
Yeah.
worked with, and like they'll just surprise me. Like I've got stuff all over the wall behind the computer of gifts given to me of people. Oh, you like
That's
Ghostbusters? Yeah, I
cool.
got
Yeah.
this for you. Hey, I got this for you. I'm
But
like,
for me, yeah,
last year a whole bunch of people gave me stuff. I'm like, okay,
that is
thank you.
that is too cool, man. But for me, it's like if it says Ghostbusters, I gotta have it. The figures, the retro figures, the real Ghostbuster figures, the Ectos, the Hot Wheel Ectos, my hat, I got 2 Ghostbusters shirts. Oh, you should have seen it, Gwen, this morning. Lee and Matt were wearing. She was wearing Ghostbusters, and he was wearing Star Wars. I'm like, yeah.
Lee and I have a Ghostbusters shirt that's just
Yeah.
alike. Remember?
Yeah.
We bought it
But yeah,
together.
it's like I've got
Melissa actually made
tumblers.
a Ghostbusters shirt for one of my employees at my pizza place.
I've got
cool.
I make vinyl decals, Ben,
Mhm.
and I probably got, well, I could show you my case, but my laptop is sitting on it. I probably got 20, 30, 40 Ghostbusters decals on. I make the vinyl decals, and I probably got like over 2,000 decals.
Found from Temu. That is all stickers, different Ghostbusters. That
I just bought
Daniela
that.
gave to
I
us.
just bought that.
Cool.
Yeah, I just bought a
I don't
pack
wanna
of
open
those.
it. I don't want to open it.
Yeah, I know. I opened mine, and there's no. Well, Gwen saw my case. There's like I have got no room to put decals, but yeah, I've got the decals. I just bought those, and they're really nice. Trust me, they are really
I
nice.
I'm like, I love the art.
Yeah, but yeah, it's like I guess it's the longest time I was Star Wars.
Mhm.
Then I had probably close to maybe $8, $9, $10,000 worth of Star Wars stuff, and then I transitioned back into Ghostbusters and put all that into Ghostbusters
Mhm.
and everything, and got my pack. But I was going to say earlier, the only thing I'm missing is I just got the life size pack, and now I got to get an Alice frame, and then I
Yeah.
got to do this, and I got to get that, and I got to
Yeah.
do this, and I want to be ready by August for the con.
Exactly.
And it's with working and having to put an Alice frame on it, and having to put a new speaker and a talent cell, and then my wand, a buddy gave it to me, and I want to put it on my spirit pack, but I don't have the time right now or the money to buy the kit to put it on. And I'm hoping I can buy. I mean, the life size pack is really cool, but I mean, come on, the Spengler one,
I got the other one. I got not that version. I got the other one from GameStop.
Do you got the 84?
Yeah.
I want that so bad. But see, what I did with my pack is I made it Ghostbusters 1, 2, Afterlife, and Frozen Empire. I like Frankensteined it all onto the pack, and I'm still working. Yeah. Well,
Well,
it's all
that's what like Bobbert. He's the one that pointed me in the right direction of the Alabama Ghostbusters. He will be there this year at
yeah.
Deep South Con.
And
It's
yeah.
He's got multiple packs, and he actually remade his to look like the Frozen Empire one.
Yeah, but I mean, I took it all because, it's your pack. Make it, you don't, not unless you're true to 84 or 89 or Afterlife or Frozen,
Right.
But I saw that new bumper for the Frozen. I'm like, oh shit, I got to have that, but, the yellow and everything. But
Mhm.
I mean, I'm thinking about maybe adding some Frozen to it.
But yeah, I mean, I've got a couple of. That's one thing everybody likes about my stuff is I've got a couple of pieces that I've bought, but I build all my own stuff.
Right, exactly.
It's just, I mean, it don't have the lights and sounds and everything. Yeah, I got lights in it, but
yeah,
it's the point of, hey, I built this myself. Yeah, I can buy it from
make
a
it
store,
your
but
own.
building it your own. Like I've got 3 packs right now.
Yeah,
I'm working on a slime blower.
Yes, that's what I
love,
want.
and you can see I built the chainsaw from Army of Darkness. There's a shotgun right there.
Yeah, that's cool.
I mean, that's what I do. I stay busy.
So I was messing with this earlier, and I found out, as long as I've had this, let's see, that this little orange button, I didn't know if you push the little orange button, it changes modes. I didn't know that. You could see.
On the end of the barrel?
Yeah.
Yep.
Slime mode?
4 different colors.
Yeah, slime mode. I didn't know it did that. I never knew what that button was for. But
my brother Jesse, he told me about that when he came over the other night and we did a video for the con. And we did a little promo, me, Jesse, and my rookie Sour Patch. And he showed me the 2 in the box. I'm like, man, those are nice. I just can't swing that.
Well, you know what? Hold on a second. Hold on. Let me take the ecto goggles off my shirt. A buddy of mine who is a bigger ghost head than I am bought 6 of the 2 in the boxes, and I'm going to be getting a set real soon. And Gwen, I was telling you that the PKA meter is a real K2. It's a real K2 meter. So I'm getting
That's what I loved about when I looked at Jesse's.
Yeah, I'm getting both sets. With the trap, lights up, and everything, and I'm getting the smoke kit and everything. And but yeah, me and Gwen and Lee were talking about that. Because she has a little Ruby Walmart one, which I think is still cool because you can mod those too. But yeah, I'm
over there.
Yeah, I love those. But he's given me a really, really good deal on the 2 in the box. So we'll be able to use the PK meter when we go ghost hunting. And then the trap I'm excited about because I've got the Walmart trap, but the pedal, I mean, this is like, as close as to the, what they use in the movie. And I'm getting a steal on it.
It is the one I saw, Jesse's. I loved it. It's awesome. I mean, it is.
Yeah.
It's got the weight. It looks, if it was real and actually caught stuff, it looks like it would.
We could probably turn one of those traps, even the Walmart trap, into a real REM pod or something. I mean, you could, but yeah, I'm getting a really, really super good deal. I'm excited. I'll have it. I'll be ready by the con. I hope. I got to bust my butt.
Well, knock on wood, I'll have a roof rack for the van by the con. So.
Really?
Cool.
Oh.
Yeah. If everything goes to plan, knock on wood. If I had some wood around here,
I was telling
van's going to be decked out. It's going to have the blue lights on top.
Oh,
I'm getting
cool.
the roof rack from Robert. It's got all the decals I've done.
A little sniffer and everything. You got a little sniffer on top. Yeah.
Got all my vinyl on there for my vinyl business, or me and my wife's vinyl business. Alabama Ghostbusters on the back window with Slimer and the Library Ghost. Well, it also has Web Paranormal Group and Deep South Paracomicon on the side. So
I'm gonna have to steal a ride from you.
Well, after Melissa, I think they got a plan where Michael Myers and Leatherface are being picked up by the Ghostbusters.
Oh, nice.
So she's gonna have the van for a little bit.
Yeah, if we got time, I would love a ride.
I'll be there all weekend.
Yeah, if we got time, I would love a ride in that, just to say,
are you the MC this year?
Yeah, like last year, Danielle, we were like one of the last ones there.
Uh-huh.
We closed the building last year.
Cool.
But being a part of it, I mean, when I first, like you're talking about earlier, saying that you love the reaction, like I said, reaction to people's faces.
It's
like
the best, yeah.
The very first year, my very first con, I showed up. I wasn't part of the Ghostbusters, but it was in my uniform. Had my pack on and everything. I was with Bobbert. I met Jesse that day. It was in Daleville, the very first Deep South Paracomic-Con. I enjoyed it. I had a blast. And anyway, con was over. Me and Melissa's headed home, headed back to Ashford. We stopped at Walmart because we had to get some things. I still had my uniform on.
I've actually walked into Walmart
and
in full
I
gear.
said, "Hey, it's a Ghostbuster! It's a Ghostbuster!" And if I feel froggy, I'll wear it. And like, I went to a gas station one night. We did a video for the Paracomic-Con, and I stopped at the Inland in Daleville, and this guy comes out. I was tired. It was a long day. I was ready to go home, get the uniform off, take my boots off. And this guy comes out of the gas station. "Hey, who are you going to call? Is it somebody else? I'm off the clock right now." I'm done.
Hey, Gwen, really quick, did you see that message from Candy? She was asking.
I did. I'm messaging her right now.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
But
I'll be there this year.
I'm excited to meet you guys.
We had a great setup. Bobbert got Vigo out of containment.
No.
I brought Zool.
Nice.
And Slimer and all. Stay Puft. He's fighting with us right now.
I was tempted to buy that. What was it? It was like a $500 Terror Dog or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like
the life-size Terror Dog.
Yeah, the life-size Terror Dog. Yeah, but I was, I don't have any of the blow-ups or anything. But
my wife and my rookie, I call her Sour Patch because it's an inside joke. But anyway, she'll be there. They found a it's huge. Miss Gwen, I think you saw it last year. The inflatable Terror Dog.
Yes.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Huge.
Yeah, I've seen the life-size Terror Dog. Yeah,
I mean that thing is like.
One, yeah.
I mean it's
big.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm short, so it's big.
I think they paid like $150 for it.
Yeah. So I don't know if you saw, Ben, and I can't remember what auction it was recently, but they had a lot of Ghostbusters. They had Harold's boots from Ghostbusters 2. They had his uniform. They had Ghost Trap. I mean, it was one auction. It was all kinds of different movie memorabilia, but there was probably 10 or 20 items.
Wow.
It was Harold's uniform from Ghostbusters 2, his actual boots he wore. They had the gloves. They had a stunt proton pack. They had a Ghost Trap. They had a PK meter. They had kind of what was left, a Slimer from the first one. Yeah. But his uniform went for $275,000, I think.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I know I have people, all my buddies always sending me. I've had this one video sent to me so many times, it's unreal. When there was an Ecto 1 on Barrett Jackson.
Yeah,
auction.
I remember that. Yeah.
I've got that thing sent to me so many times, and it was all sold to one buyer. He made one purchase, and it closed the auction.
Yep.
I think it was like $250,000.
Yeah. Yep.
And it stopped the auction because they're like, "There's nobody can beat that.
There ain't no one's going to beat that, right?" Just
so
like
they one buyer, two done.
It's nice to be able to have $275,000 to buy a movie prop.
Right.
And, I mean, well, if I had that kind of money, I'd probably would too. But I don't know where I'd park it. I'd have to keep it in storage. I mean, the Ecto, you wouldn't want to. You'd drive it around on occasions and everything, but
being like one of them, like a car museum, like they have in Ferris Bueller's Day Off, where
they have in Knoxville. No, I'm sorry, Pigeon Forge at a car museum, and I still haven't made it. And I got to get up there. They've got one of the Ectos from the first one up there, and they've got the Batman car and all the movie cars and everything. But the Ecto's up there, and I'm gonna make it one of these days when I'm not ghost hunting. Which is
I was told there is a car museum like that it's probably about 3 hours away from me, I think. Pensacola, Florida.
Yeah, it's down there too.
There's
Yeah,
one down there. I haven't
Yep.
made it yet. I've been to Valparaiso to wrestle.
we
but that's
will
as
though.
far as I've went.
We'll make it. But yeah,
Because there's a lot.
Hey,
I mean,
Victor.
I love, as
Yeah,
you
hey,
see in the
Victor.
background, I am a big pop culture nerd.
Me too.
I mean,
yeah.
you see, there's the beads. I made wooden Legos. I love pop
Yeah.
culture. I love
Yeah.
movies. And I've always wanted to say, like, listen, I don't care where it's at. I do want to go to a movie car museum.
Yeah, they got that's what that is up in Pigeon Forge. But all three of us here were huge horror fans, and when
Yep,
Tony Moran
yep.
was on, I was geeking out. He's the first original Michael Myers, and I'm excited to
I'm
meet
looking
him
forward
too.
to meeting. I've done
I
met
know.
one Michael Myers, but it wasn't him. I met
really-
Tyler
yeah.
Mane.
Oh, cool.
He is
Yeah.
a very nice. I mean,
Yeah.
when I first met him, I'm like, "How you doing, sir?"
Yeah.
But he's
Yeah,
the nicest guy.
Yeah.
And
a lot of them are actually.
yeah, I mean, it was a few years ago. One of my wrestling trainers knew about it. He was at Columbia Manor.
Oh,
And
wow.
He's like, "Hey, Ben, I'm in town. I'm going to Columbia Manor. You and Melissa want to go?" Unfortunately, Melissa had a very bad abscess tooth that night, so she
Oh,
couldn't
man.
go.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
I'd be
I got to meet
upset.
him. Melissa said we need to let Gwen talk.
Yeah, I know. Sorry, I know. I do that to her every
Melissa,
week.
I love you so much, but I'm on so many of these things, and I
Yeah,
have my
I
own
know.
show that the guys are good.
I got
The guys are
every
good.
week with Gwen. I'm like,
But what was
It's
cool
like,
about it, he
"Ooh,
was
he's
a
done
nice
talking."
guy. He wasn't in a hurry because nobody knew who he was there. Me and
Oh.
Michael Steele, we walked up, we were talking to him and everything, got our pictures taken with him. Of course, I said, "Hey, my wife's not here. She wanted to meet you. Can she get a picture autographed by you?" He's like, "Yeah." He pulls out Michael Myers. They're like, "No, no, no." I said, "We're comic book fans." He's like, "Oh, really?" So I said, "Can you sign an autograph picture of when you were Sabretooth in X-Men?"
Oh, yeah.
So he autographed that to her, said, "To Melissa Brackin, scream for me."
Yeah.
And I got it laminated.
Oh,
It's actually it's actually hanging on the wall right there.
When Tony was on, one of our buddies, Shane, he was talking about him. I said, that movie was okay. And he's like, "Come on, man, he played Sabretooth." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, so
Yeah, well,
but
now more than once.
No, he was
but
on
yeah.
my
Yeah.
show. He was on
Yeah,
my
he-
show.
He was
Yeah,
a,
it was-
he
yeah.
was such a nice guy. I mean, you would go up to you think like, "Oh, hey, yep, that's $10." So I'm like, but this dude, I mean, he was so nice. I mean, he's like,
Yeah.
"Well, how are you? How blah blah blah." He was actually going one-on-one talking with you until people started learning who he was and started heading that way. I'm like, "All right, well, we're gonna roll out. We just wanted to come meet him and get a bag of boiled peanuts. Now we're headed home."
Yeah. Speaking of the Alabama, there's one. There's the Nashville Ghostbusters, which I didn't have the time. I wanted to see if I could join and everything. And then there's East and West and everything. I was like, I just don't have the time.
Yeah.
But when I do, I enjoy doing this. And someone wrote a
Hold on. Let's
Oh,
see.
see, by the way,
haunted
I did
haunted
say,
taxi. Woohoo,
Oh, there
these
you
guys
go.
are awesome.
I feel bad.
Big mistake.
I haven't put on my uniform yet.
Thank you guys so much for. I appreciate. That's for our con. There we
Yeah.
go. I like that. Really quick.
Yeah,
our
I've got
con
a
is-
stack of patches.
Yeah, I've got probably, oh my God, a couple hundred that I made. But yeah, our con really quick is Saturday,
Yes.
May 3rd at the Thomas
Mhm.
House. It's Shadows and Spirits Paracon and Haunted Tech. We had them on a while back. They're really super cool. They're going to be there, and you go to Ghost of Tennessee, and all the information is there for the con. But anyways, yeah, it's going to be really fun.
And I played your commercial.
Yes, thank you. I appreciate that.
Well, that's one thing I told Bobbert and I told Jesse. Unfortunately, Jesse's health won't let him travel very much.
Oh
And
man,
Bobbert stays busy, so that's why I told Melissa, like, pretty soon I'm gonna go on vacation like once every couple months, and we're gonna like start hitting more cons and spreading
Yeah.
the word. I mean,
yeah, I want to start doing that too. We got
because I think they got one in Huntsville. I think next month that Ernie Hudson was supposed to be at, but he had to cancel.
Yeah, I know. If I could, I had a chance about, I don't know, 3-4 years ago. Dan Dan Aykroyd was in Nashville doing his Crystal Skull
Mm.
vodka thing, and I had to work, and I was so pissed. I wanted to meet him, but he does it. He does these. It's called Crystal Skull vodka. It's like an actual crystal skull with alcohol in it that he's
Yes.
promoting, and he goes and signs those. And I had to work, and I couldn't get the day off, and I was really probably the only chance I'd ever get to meet him. But Ernie travels a circuit, you know, and
Yeah.
I got my eye on him for next year. One way or another, I will get him to the con. But
That's cool.
but yeah, I hope.
That
But we're
sounds about like my luck, what you're just talking about, how you had to work. All right.
Yeah.
Everybody knows I'm a big wrestling fan. Everybody knows. I mean,
Yeah. Oh, you're gonna
Undertaker's
get
my guy.
You're who is?
My guy is
Who-
Undertaker.
Yes. You know.
And the one time he comes to Dothan, I was at
we're
work.
gonna get
and
along
go.
great, dude. We're gonna get along great. Yeah. So it was the mid '90s or early '90s. We had a mall outside Nashville called Rivergate Mall, and he was living in Hendersonville, which is just outside there. And I was at the mall one day, and this is like he was Mean Mark Callis and all those and everything. But one day we're walking through the mall, and I see a guy turn. I'm like, I tell my buddy, I said, "That's the Undertaker." He goes, "No, you're full of crap." I said, "Dude, that is the freaking Undertaker." And he was just walking through the mall, and I'm like 6 feet from him. I'm like, he's taller than me, and I'm 6'4". He's what, 6'6", Bruce? 6'7". Yeah,
6'7".
and Glenn Jacobs is the mayor of Knoxville.
And he's doing well for what I mean.
Kane,
I follow him on Facebook. I mean, he is staying active, helping his communities out.
Hey,
Eternal
what's up,
Expo
man?
Fat Paranormal.
Yeah.
Good evening.
John, yeah.
That's John. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
He's a
going
cool
back
dude, man.
to Deep South, I've loved it. I love Mr. Stan and Miss Teresa. They have
Yeah, they're
opened their
awesome.
arms to myself.
Yeah, I haven't met
Melissa,
them,
and
but
now
I've talked to
Danielle.
them. Yeah, they're
I
incredible.
love them to death.
This is going to be my first big con in probably, holy crap, 12, 15 years. And I'm super excited about this one. Yeah.
But it's a great time. I mean, we had a few hiccups last year, but we still had a great time. We still had a lot of people.
That's what it's about, man. That's what it's about.
Like every year, I think Miss Gwen got some. I don't know if she got some, but every year I give out like little jars of slime samples. I give out coloring pages.
Yeah. I think yes, I did.
Some.
That's a good idea.
I did.
I'm gonna make.
I do that. I mean, like, what you come to see a Ghostbuster? How oftentimes you go to a Ghostbuster? Like, well, here, I'll give you. Here, you want that? Here, you can.
But and Gwen probably won't get this, but you might enjoy this. But do you give coffee mugs and a balloon?
No, I'm working on it though. I'm working on it. That's where the vinyl business comes in.
Yeah.
Hello, bratty.
But
girl.
yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm getting all my decals ready for the. I mean, right now I probably got a couple hundred, but I need to do way more.
Yeah.
And I do the horror ones. I do the Ghostbuster ones. I do.
What I do is, this year we're gonna have me and my wife's business fighting with vinyl. We're gonna have a booth set, a table set up. We're gonna have vinyl. We're gonna have some sublimation. We'll have some of the beadwork like back there. But I have that stuff. But the only thing that I'm gonna be selling at the Ghostbusters table is I made I think it's like 6x6 of a black and white for Harold Ramis. Yeah. I sell those for $5. The money goes to Stan and Teresa.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That's a really.
It's probably about.
That's a really good idea.
It's actually probably about that size.
Yeah, that's cool.
But it's all blacked out. All the red is black, and it's still got the bad. But it's got Egon Harold Ramis on it. I sell them for
cool.
$5
I might have to get
piece.
one of those. Yeah, I definitely need to get one.
I even made one for Ivan Reitman too. So.
Oh yeah, did you see the what was it they made for him? Was it a figure or a coin or something they made after he passed?
Coin.
It was a coin. Yeah, they made a coin for him, which was really cool, I think. But yeah, it's going to be a blast, guys. You got to, we're blasting that. you guys need to come down. I'm gonna have it. That's when you're having a good time. Just like this weekend, we were having a good time, and it goes by like that.
Yeah.
And the cool thing is, I like meeting new people.
Exactly.
Whether it's through Ghostbusters or horror movies or the paranormal or ghost hunting or whatever.
Well, the thing about what I love that we all love here, as we call the Brackin compound, what we love about the Deep South Paracomic-Con, Miss Gwen can verify this. She will agree with this. During the con, we're all like one big family.
That's what I love, man.
It feels like a family reunion now.
Yeah,
and I
was
love
about
it.
to say the same thing.
That's how we felt
Yes.
when we came down to see you guys. It's like,
family reunion.
Yeah, it's
that's
like,
all it is, and I love it. I mean, that's what I'm like. That's why I look forward to this thing every year.
I've known Lee quite a while. It's the first time we got to come down and see you guys, and it's like we all click and everything. And speaking Jeff, oh my God, he's this dude's incredible photographer we had with us. And when you see the pictures on the phone, the ones he posted, and you blow them up, you're like, oh my God. But Jeff, he's really, I met a bunch of new people.
It's nice that, I mean, when you get there, you're welcomed in with open arms. It's like, I don't want this weekend to end. You're like,
no, that's why I'm going to take as many pictures as I can.
Like I say, when me and Danielle, like I say, we were one of the last ones that were leaving after we cleaned up the auditorium and everything.
Yeah.
We're talking to Mr. Perry before he left.
Oh, I loved him.
We didn't want to stop talking.
No.
I didn't want to leave. It's like one of them Southern things where you say goodbye, but you're still talking 30 minutes later.
Yeah. That's like this morning, Lee and Matt came out and we were like, okay, well, see you later. But no, we stayed there a good 20 minutes still talking before we went home. But yeah, that's what
bad
I
in
like.
the wrestling locker room too. Melissa hates that at going to a show. She'd be like, listen, you said you're going to say bye. That was been 30 minutes ago. It's time to go.
Ben and Melissa and I found that. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's
Danielle,
cool.
she is one of my best friends. She's like my sister, and she's been living with us for almost a year now. And she helps around here, and now she is my rookie. She is my Ghostbuster rookie.
That's cool.
She is learning the business of the vinyl and everything. So she'll be because she'll be at the con also. We'll all be there. Knock on wood, maybe we can have our pit bull Lila there. I don't know about the wild child Thor. Lila will be there.
Thor, I love it.
But
we come with the Frenchie.
Yeah.
Remember Luna?
Well, Lila, she's just usually have to wait about 45 minutes. Yep, I told you. I told you.
Ben, let me tell you a quick story really quick about wrestling. So me and Bruce are both from Arizona, and they just moved out here a couple years ago. But back in, I would say 84 to 89, they'd have wrestling every month there in Tucson. And then they would stay at the hotel. Well, there was a bar, and we were old enough to go in.
Yes, he is.
And all the wrestlers would be there. And I had my wrestling program. I mean, we met Andre the Giant, Hulk Hogan, Bret Hart, Coco Beware.
You met all the great wrestlers except Hulk Hogan.
Yeah. The Ultimate Warrior. And when they come out, Rick Martel, Sherry Martel, Randy Savage, all of them. And when they come out, I mean, we could have walked into the bar, but I didn't. Jim Neihart, but when they come out, we could have went in, but I didn't want to bother him. Rick Rude, oh my God. I saw Jim Duggan and $1 Million Man and everything. So when they come out, we just have them sign. I wish, dude, I'd kill to have those books, and then just have them sign and everything. And and even though we all know about wrestling, it's something that we can fall
it's
back.
It's a male soap opera, and it's all scripted.
Right. But that's a cool thing because you get into this, like, you don't want to go with us to a wrestling match. Trust me, because back in the day, you could spend $20 and be right by the ring. Now you got to spend $4,000 or $5,000 to get right by the ring. But in those days, when we'd be at the ringside, one time, who was wrestling? Terry Funk and the Iron Sheik?
It was Junkyard Dog.
Junkyard Dog.
Rest in peace.
Dory Funk, yeah.
And
I had the Iron Sheik spit on me, but yeah. But
Good
and
memory,
then,
but ew.
yeah, but who was it? Oh, it was Dory Funk and Junkyard Dog, and he threw the lariat and it slid off the ring and landed right on my feet, and I took it and I threw it to the Junkyard Dog. But you see those kind of things, and Gwen's like, who in the hell are they talking about? But
No, I do know. My brothers used to be. I have older brothers, and they
Okay.
used to be so into it that I grew up. Excuse me, guys. I grew up with it. So
but that's what you know, we watch wrestling and we watch what do we watch? AW no what
AEW.
AEW, yeah. And you get into the stories and it takes you away for an hour or whatever thing. And even
Raw's
we're
still
at
on right now.
right when we're on near the ring, you get into, oh come on, ref, you suck, you know, that kind of thing and everything. You get
Hey, Miss
hey
Dawn.
Don.
hey, Dom.
You get into it, you know, just like with Ghostbusters. Even
Yeah.
though I've seen them a million times, I'll watch them all in a row, and then I'll watch even the girl one. I love the girl one, and nobody likes it, but I like it.
I liked it to an extent, but I'm not going
Because-
to be like some of these guys that I've seen.
It
in
was
con-
not my
in
favorite.
conversation on Facebook.
Well, no,
But I love
admit,
I
love
did
how they
watch
tried.
it.
I love how
but
they
Chris
tried.
Hemsworth was freaking hilarious in it.
I just, like I said, I think they just tried too hard.
Well, and everybody thinks that, yeah, I agree with you on
There's
100.
Melissa. And
Hey, Melissa.
Lilo.
1,000%, but that's still, I'll watch them all.
Yeah.
I'll watch every single one of them. Then I'll watch them again.
Ghostbusters and any of the Christopher Reeve Superman. If I can be
Yeah.
channel surfing and I can miss 3/4 of it, I'm still
And
going to
you're still going to watch it. But those kind of movies and Goonies, oh my God, I've probably seen that 500 times or more, you know. But when you sit and watch them, or like they got all the Disney, I mean, all the Star Wars on Disney. And but see me, if I start watching one, I can't stop. It's like a train wreck. I just like with the Ghostbusters, I'll line them up. You know, I got them on Amazon Prime, and I'll just watch them, and I'll watch them again, and I'll quote all the lines. And everybody tells me to shut up, but
I'm bad about that. It's like, hey, you can watch this movie. Oh, you got to watch that one. Oh, what?
Yeah.
Now you got to watch.
It's like a train wreck. It's like we drive by an accident, you got to look. You know, so when you're watching Ghostbusters or Star Wars or Goonies or any of the horror movies, oh, don't get me started on the damn horror movies. But you know, we'll watch all the a lot. I know, me too. That's my favorite.
And they're working on a second one.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that. I don't know if I'm
neither.
gonna like that or not. They should have done it right after.
Yeah.
Well, if they don't have Sloth, then I don't think it'll be as good. But anyways, but yeah, I'll watch them, even though I've seen it like a million times. I still watch it and I quote it. But you fall into that just like with Ghostbusters, the wrestling. You're talking about Superman. You're having a bad day.
She's wearing a Goonies.
Yeah, cool.
Well, I'm representing a little bit. I tried to dress nice, but I'm representing a little bit tonight.
What is that?
A little pin I got from Temu.
That's cool.
Oh, cool.
But you know, I'll watch all those, and if you're in a bad mood, oh, work sucked today, I'm going to kill somebody. You come home, you put on any of those movies, or you put on wrestling. You know, you're like, oh, you know, and you get into it, and it's like, you know, it's like you're there, and it's like a feel good thing, or like when we put on the uniform and we go out with the pack and flip on. You know, all you got to do is hear this sound. The hum. That's all you got to hear.
I was waiting. But I mean, you can ask Melissa and Danielle's in here right now. You can ask them.
That's all you got to hear.
How many times
that's all you got to hear
have gotten pictures taken of because the Ghostbusters on the back and of the decals?
Or yeah, you know, this is, I don't know if you guys can see this, but hold on, let me show you. No, I don't want to share that. Let me see.
Well, that didn't sound good.
So you guys, let me go ahead and say we got about 15 minutes left.
Okay, really quick. Oh, you can't see. That's my. You can't see it because of the thing, but that's my Ghostbusters wallpaper. But anyways, yeah, it's
mine's a Stay Puft Care Bear.
Oh God, that's hilarious. But anyways, yeah, I mean, I can't wait to meet you. You know, and we we can, you know, talk Ghostbusters or whatever, and hang out and.
Well, see, that's what I try and do.
Have a good time and everything.
I like doing like this is my first one with Miss Gwen. I love Miss Gwen to death. This is my first one with her.
This is
boy,
not
you
your
stuck
last
her-
one,
Say,
though.
listen, I'm easy to find on Facebook. We just started Instagram. I'm like big like Ben Brackin. I'm
Yep.
like, you can't miss me.
Hey, I'm
I'm
gonna
in my uniform.
send you a friend request.
mean,
You will be
um,
getting more requests.
I'm
I
gonna
love
send you a
talking to
friend
people. I
request if that's all right.
Oh, that's fine. I'm down. It's just like I tell people, it's like they ask me. I know we got a few more minutes, but people ask me why do I do it? I said the smiles on the faces, and why do I do it? Is so I could teach people.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, the birthday party I did for
man,
a 4-year-old boy.
I'm telling you,
Loved it.
yeah, I'm telling you, it's a sense of making you feel good because you see their faces light up, and
There's
you're
too
like,
much bad stuff going on in the world.
Thank
Let's
you.
bring a little
Yeah.
joy to somebody.
yeah,
That's true.
you know, and it's all about. Let's see if I can find you.
But
Big
yes,
Ben, yeah, there you are.
We
Okay.
will be there. We are anticipating, like I said, we're amped, we're ready.
Guys, come
I
out,
told
come out.
Danielle and them to get
August,
ready.
yeah,
I
August
just got
9th
your
and
friend
yeah,
request.
okay, August 9th and 10th in Ozark,
Yes.
Alabama.
Mhm.
It's all over. It's on Ben's page. It's on Gwen. It's on Lee's page. It's on our Facebook.
I run it every day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Goes to Tennessee. It's there. It's on their
I
own
mean, that's
page.
like my Facebook. I'll be scrolling at work or something. If there's something about Deep South going on,
There
share.
you
Share.
go.
Yeah,
Yep.
Share.
yeah. But okay,
I'm like, my
so,
phone's blowing
yeah.
up all day from that. I'm like,
So
I
yeah,
told Danielle and Melissa, like, y'all get ready. We're about to start hitting these promos and videos and everything, about to start promoting the bit
Well, you will be
Fighting
getting
with
more
Vinyl and the Ghostbusters and everything.
We will
yeah,
have you on more
you know,
of our
we're
shows.
yeah. Oh yeah, that'd be awesome. You know, we're gonna have some of my vinyl decals. We're gonna have dowsing rods. We're not gonna have a whole lot of stuff, but you know, we're just gonna be there to meet people and
Right.
promote and
Well,
sell
you
a
ain't
little.
gonna be able to miss our table.
Yeah, well,
No.
I'm probably gonna be hanging with you a lot, so I'll just tell you that right now.
We even made Mr. Perry last year. We made him an honorary Alabama Ghostbuster.
Yes,
That's
you
cool.
did. And
That's
Lee.
cool.
And I was
Yeah.
like, what?
Well, you know you are, Gwen. So
We got
know,
you.
you're
We
good.
got
Yeah,
you, Gwen,
we
this
got
year.
you. Yeah.
Okay.
I got you this year.
Hey,
All
Dawn.
right, thank you.
Dawn's gonna be there. Where's she gonna be?
She'll
Is
be
she
there.
gonna be- Yeah,
be
that's
there
what I
in Ozark.
saw. I can't wait to meet her either. That's
Oh,
gonna be
she's
so
a sweetheart. She's
cool. I
a
can't
sweetheart.
meet you, Dawn. But
I love her to death.
yeah. So really quick, we'll switch really quick to end it. So I don't know if everybody knows. Me and Sean and Bruce, we were all down in South Carolina. First time there. I love it down there. You want to hear something, Gwen? Sorry.
No, it's
On the
okay.
way back, we were actually talking about moving down there somewhere. Seriously, we were talking about moving down there.
Goose Creek is nice back in the 80s when I was there.
But
South Carolina.
But anyways, we went down there for the weekend with Gwen and Lee and Matt.
Yes.
And we went to some incredible places, man. I tell you what, we went to the Native American massacre site. We went to Badwell. It was Badwell, right? Badwell Cemetery.
Badwell Cemetery is a Huguenot
Oh my
cemetery.
God, you guys got to see the pictures. And our buddy Jeff, he's an incredible photographer. He took
His name is Jeff Ross. Yeah, she was telling. Yes. Yes.
But see, talking about that Indian burial ground, I know I was talking to Mr. Stan and Miss Teresa, and they said they're with Web Paranormal Group. They're thinking about lining up an investigation at one night. I'm like,
dude, I'm telling you what, if you're going to do one, all three of these, we had other plans to go other places, but,
right back at you, Don. Right back at you.
But Lee's like, hey, let's go here. I'm like, cool. You know, I'm up. The Rock House was cool too, but we went to all these. I've got probably 30 hours of 20 or 30 hours of video footage I got to go through and audio and everything. I think this is the most I filmed anywhere in any locations that we went, you know, but it's just, I mean, if I had to say, what's your 3 favorite places within the last 6 months, those 3 right there. Well, it's always going to be the Thomas house, but you know,
I was told that I need to go to Poly Jail.
They say it's awesome.
Yeah.
I
love
Mr. Stan and Miss Teresa said I need to go there with them one time.
And then June,
or actually me and Melissa.
and right, and June 5th, and hopefully Gwen and Lee and Matt can go. We're going to Waverly Hills Sanatorium. I'm stoked about that.
I want to so bad. I can't stand it, so I'm trying.
Yeah, and hopefully they can make it. But yeah, this weekend was freaking awesome. It was like, I can't wait to. And then on top of that, the home we were staying in, excuse me, is haunted. And of course, Lee and
Danny, I want to go.
hey, come on, guys, let's all go together. That'd be awesome. But Lee kept telling, well, you know, we have this haunted museum we do, a haunted object museum, and they kept telling me about it, and I kept on bugging them. I want to see it. So Sunday before we went to the Rock House, they start bringing out Lee starts bringing out all these dolls. I filmed it, so eventually everybody will get to see it.
Dolls. I'm good,
dude. I'm telling you,
he saw a lot of that last year.
Yep.
He saw it.
Yeah. So, well, you know that. So,
quick story before we end this tonight. No, go ahead and finish. Before we go, I got something to tell you.
Really quick. So these two are handling. Oh, look at my baby doll. Like, no, you keep that. Like it's nothing, you know. I'm like, and they're like, oh, Gwen's like, oh, let me hold that one. Let me see that one. I'm like, y'all are nuts. And I'm trying to film it because we do we have a series called Paranormal Encounters, Chasing Shadows Across the Volunteer State, and that was going to be one of the episodes. So that's going to end up on our Facebook and YouTube. But anyways, yeah, it was like they were like, oh, look at this one. Oh, I'll give you this one. Okay, I'll take that one. I'm like, y'all are. Anyways, but yeah, it was a great weekend. Go ahead, Ben.
But there's something happened here. I know this hour has went by quick.
It has.
I enjoyed every bit of it. I guess fun. Well, we didn't get to say some of the experiences, but I'm going to say one quick one before we end this. Around Christmas time, Danielle went to go stay with her family in Opelika. She comes back. Now, my mom has 2 columns in the living room, porcelain dolls. I hate walking past them. But here's
that's cool.
But here's the thing. One of them, no one knows where it come from. Melissa doesn't. Danielle doesn't. I don't. My mom doesn't. There is a little old doll of Ronald McDonald in her.
Oh, no, hell no. You go, man. See ya. No.
I would love it.
Hold on. It gets better.
Crazy
Melissa
lady.
and Danielle have seen it turn its head away from Mom's
room.
Bullshit
to that. Bullshit to that.
Whenever I walk past it, it freaks me out, but I'm a little.
Its eyes follow you, doesn't it?
I walk past it. It's not
little
that.
Beady eyes.
I don't see it following, but you know, in the old Scooby-Doo cartoons where they use the dream sequence.
Yeah.
He's all wavy. Yeah. I feel that every time I walk past.
No, you get up and your feet go and you run across the floor.
Yeah,
hey, Sheila.
Like, I can't even go outside and smoke or take the dogs outside because that.
You do a Scooby-Doo and yeah, dude. You know, let me tell you something. This and you're gonna like this, Ben. This is what I say. As this October will be 39 years I've been in the paranormal, and I quote this every time. I have seen shit that'll turn you white, and that is the truth.
Hello, bro. How are you doing, Jack?
Yeah.
Well, ever since I met the great people with Paranormal Group, like I said, they welcomed me and Melissa and Danielle in.
That's cool. I love that.
I love them because they're like they'll give you the shirt off their back if you need them. I love them to death. I appreciate the opportunity they're giving us.
That's so cool, man. That's what it's supposed to be about. That's what the whole. And it's not, unfortunately, because when I started up until the time of the shows come and then it got popular, it's gone to shit. And unfortunately, it goes there and then it goes away. Then it goes there and it goes away. And, you know, and people will stab you in the back. But, you know, when you're around those certain people that, hey, Jack, what's up, man? Jack's going to be there, guys. Memphis Ghost Hunters. Jack is awesome. He's going to be at Jack. You need to come to the Ozark Paracon, but he's going to be at our Paracon on the 3rd. Jack's awesome, guys. Go like their page, Memphis Ghost Hunters. They're awesome. But anyways,
we got to get off of here.
Too, so
wrap it up for a minute. Yeah, y'all can talk downstairs though. Y'all can talk off screen. So.
No, we're good. But hey, Ben, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much too.
Yeah, I can't.
Even though Miss Gwen just stood there and listened.
Yeah,
I'll be real with you. I'm getting sick, so
yeah. Ben, I can't wait to meet you and hang out with you guys and everything. And
all right, I'm going. I can't wait to see her. I can't wait to get another hug from her. And I
Yep.
can't wait to meet you. Like I said, August
Yeah.
9th and
It's gonna be
10th,
awesome.
Yeah.
Deep South Paracomic-Con, Web Paranormal Group,
Yes.
Normal group. Yep. Yep.
Ozark, Alabama.
Yep.
Saturday,
Yeah,
Sunday,
Jack.
tickets
Hey,
on
yeah.
sale. Looking
Hey,
for vendors.
really quick, Jack. I'll
We're still
message
looking
you
for
about.
volunteers.
Yeah, Jack, I'll message you about the Paracon in Alabama and everything. But guys, thank you so much, Gwen, Jack, Ben. It was
Thank
awesome
you.
meeting
Thank you,
you.
Ben.
Thank y'all.
And we'll talk to you guys soon. Thank you, guys. Good night.
Bye.